Nowadays, most College of Business students are millennials. We are the first generation to be immersed in technology for our entire lives. A quote from Lucky Attitude states, "The majority of millennials see themselves as global citizens who have a responsibility to make the world better. They are less patriotic and more globally minded, which enables them to contribute to the general welfare of society. A global citizen respects and values diversity, is outraged by social injustice, is willing to act to make the world a more equitable and sustainable place, and takes responsibility for their actions." Without a doubt, educational achievement and getting a college education is very important for millennials. The majority of us think that education is a big factor to achieving success in life, and we are willing to put ourselves into debt in order to get that increasingly expensive piece of paper. And yet, as much as we pay for education, we still feel many students aren't getting what they paid for. Instead, resources are being overlooked and opportunities missed out on. We have so many resources offered at the College of Business, and we feel they are underutilized and hope that these testimonials will promote awareness of all the opportunities offered in the College of Business.
My name is Dane DeViro. I'm an accounting tutor at the Student Success Center in Glen 202. Here in Glen 202, we provide assistance for introductory accounting courses as well as about a dozen other courses offered here at Chico State. I think coming to tutoring is very important to do as a student. It's not necessarily a replacement for attending class and attending lecture, but it's a free resource that will really help solidify what you learn in class. We'll sit down with you one-on-one and really go over those difficult concepts and ultimately help you earn a better grade in the course.
Okay, so why students should use the Career Center? We have lots of opportunities here. We have one-on-one appointments to discuss career options. We also have resume review during appointments, cover letters, job offers. We have lots of career fairs throughout the year they can come to explore companies that come here, organizations that come here to recruit. We do mock interviews. I just finished one. My last appointment today was a mock interview. And the student she's actually an alum, and we do provide alumni services also, so you get lifetime services from the Career Center for free. As far as whether students are taking advantage of our services or other services within the College of Business, I think a lot of students do. In fact, I think the College of Business students typically are the majority of people who are coming to career fairs and coming to the Career Center. However, they don't all come here, and sometimes they'll come here for one service, like a resume review, before a career fair. Well, that's great, but then what about the mock interviews? What about the exploration of companies and company research? What about networking and building your LinkedIn profile? What about other services we offer? So not just get my resume together and go to the career fair. So I think that definitely we could draw more students in here for some of our other services. I think the College of Business, like I said in one of my other answers about how many different organizations there are, I think they're usually pretty engaged. But typically I'll see some of the top students getting involved in lots of things, and then some of the other students aren't involved in much of anything. So some of those other students just kind of got to jump in and start seeing opportunities to help themselves. Because a lot of companies are looking on the resume not just for grades, not just for your degree, but what other involvement did you have while you're here at Chico State?
Hi, my name is Ellen Faltrick. I'm a marketing major for the College of Business for California State University, Chico. I'm actually also a sales ambassador for the Cypherline sales program, and that has by far been one of the best experiences of my time here. Originally I actually started out joining the business fraternity Pi Sigma Epsilon, and then they partner really heavily with the Cypherline sales program, which is how I got involved in that. And since then, it's been about 2 years now. I've actually been getting a lot of hands-on experience when it comes to sales, whether that's professional workshops or actually doing sales role plays in class or outside of class. Recently, I even got to go to Texas and do a sales competition for the school, which is an amazing experience, and there's a couple more coming up this semester as well. So overall, it's just a great way to get that hands-on experience before graduation and before stepping out into the real world. One of the greatest parts about being in the Cypherline sales program is, especially as an ambassador, I get a lot of time to actually work with students in the College of Business. So for example, as an ambassador, we have meetings every couple weeks. We get together with the faculty advisors for the Cypherline sales program, talk about how we're going to market it, put up events, and then obviously just help students get involved in the program, because it is a really great part to be in. And to really give them an example of what you get to do just as a regular member in the Cypherline sales program, I mentioned the sales competition. So for example, what that means is, we have a couple at Chico State. So what you do is you pretend that you're a rep from some kind of company, whether that's, UPS or Liberty Mutual or something, and then you get to sell for 12 minutes to a buyer, a hypothetical buyer, and that you get to go through the structure that they teach you with the sales program that's really similar to the structure that you use when you leave and actually start working for a sales company outside of Chico. And then you get to really just practice that with people that are actual corporate sponsors. So it's definitely a great experience, and it's a good way to get that hands-on learning.
So students who have been involved in the sales program have been successful from multiple perspectives. At school, there have been successes in competitions, both regional and national, which give you great bragging rights to be able to get better jobs. But then where the rubber really meets the road, I think, is after they graduate. What type of not just positions, but opportunities are they able to get? And a case in point is a guy named Dominic. We used to call him Domo. He just sent an email just last week to one of our sales instructors saying, wow, the chickens really have come home to roost here. He said it was crazy. I was going for a high-tech Silicon Valley startup company. The sales executive at that company invited me for an interview, and then during the course of the interview said, we're going to role play you. Do you have any idea what that is? And the student Domo said, yeah, I do know what a role play is, bring it on. And so the guy brought on a fairly difficult role play. Domo went into spin methodology, which he had learned in the sales program, and halfway through the role play, the sales executive stopped him and said, hey, wait, hold on a second, where did you get your sales training? You're like really good. And he said, well, at Chico State College of Business, Cypherline sales program. And they wound up hiring him, and he is now one of their key account managers. And he wrote a note thanking us, just thanking the program and one of our sales professors for the great job of instruction he received. So it's a program that essentially prepares people to do well in not just the world of professional sales, but we really hope all of life in general, because selling skills are needed across pretty much every occupation. And interestingly, though they're needed across all occupations, they're very specifically, needed in sales, and a huge percentage of college students start off in sales. In fact, over 50% of all majors start off in a sales or sales-related occupation outside college. So since it's such a big part of the economy, since there are so many jobs in it, we really want to prepare students to understand how to excel in sales, and more importantly, to understand who they are and what type of sales they would and wouldn't be good at. Because sales is not sales is not sales. There are many different types of sales, and there are different personality types which will do better in one type of sales versus another. And so why students should get involved is as follows. We will show them and help them learn who they are, and then number two, the type of sales positions that are best suited for who they are, so as to make them happy and successful in life.
With all the opportunities the school has to offer, how do we get this message across to other College of Business students? Being that most of us are millennials, we feel the best way to truly engage students is through their own environment by accessing the very social networking platforms they use, like Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter. However, we are aware that being online has no real value if you don't have an audience who's viewing and engaging with your post. Thus, to truly reach our mission in creating an environment where each College of Business student can acquire the skills to prepare them for their careers and gain a sense of community from the organizations they become a part of, we've created objectives for improving the involvement with College of Business resources. These being to increase enrollment in the Cypherline sales program by 10%, increase enrollment in the College of Business by 4%, and increase the amount of engaged College of Business followers on Instagram by 150%. We plan to achieve this by developing a social media plan targeted towards Instagram and Snapchat, for the reason that most users are students in college. Based on a study conducted in 2015 by Pew Research Center, 53% of Instagram users are in the typical college age range of 18 to 25. Snapchat also provides a sense of community and awareness of events and activities for individuals, all from the comfort of their phone. Our main implication would be the creation of a geotag, which alerts your Snapchat friends where you are based on your location. A Glen Hall geofilter automatically tells all connections that you are affiliated with the college and located somewhere in the building. It is a very trendy, subtle way to market the College of Business. As we emphasize throughout our message the opportunities offered at the College of Business, we think the best way to capitalize on this is to have an internship opportunity available for a College of Business student to maintain the social media platforms for the College of Business. This way, the student is able to learn and acquire experience, all while maintaining costs for the College of Business. Also, we hope to launch the plan during the first week of school with all the students back on campus to view and actively engage online. Flyers will be passed out with the username and logo of the Instagram and Snapchat. Essentially, students will be in school mode within the first week and will be focused on how they will succeed for the first semester, which is a question the social media campaign will answer by notifying students of all College of Business resources. This will promote awareness of all programs offered through the College of Business, which will in turn hopefully get students more involved and provide them with the needed skills to prepare them for their career, and at the end of the day, feel a sense of community with the College of Business and the organizations they are a part of.
So my favorite part about the College of Business by far is the people. So I know when you got to Chico State like I did, you probably felt pretty lost with all these people that you don't know. And to be quite honest, we're paying an exorbitant amount of money to be here, so we might as well get to know our fellow students and the faculty. And the College of Business does a really good job of integrating those two parts. You know, I know all of my teachers on a personal level for the most part, and as well as the faculty advisors and other administrative people as well. So I love the way that they put that together. And then everyone in the College of Business is also just really fun. It's a really good time being here at school, which is, you can't say that for every major, I think.
I chose to be a business major and ultimately an accounting major. I was in the Student Success Center a lot because I needed tutoring with my coursework, and I was really welcomed with open arms and really enjoyed the community aspect here, and I don't think you get that everywhere.
What I love about the College of Business is that it's a very, very collegial place. In some institutions of higher learning, there's a real rigid hierarchy between professors and staff members and then students. But by and large, that's not the case in the College of Business. We all love, whether it's professors, whether it's staff members, whether we all love interacting with students, and we really like the collegial environment of helping one another out and almost viewing ourselves as partners in the educational process. And I think that makes for a very rich environment. What does that mean for students and why should they get involved? Well, if you can come alongside a professor who has a lot more experience and knowledge and just overall wisdom than you might have, and if he or she is really willing to share that with you in a collegial fashion, man, that's going to help you out as a person and as a professional so very, very well. So take advantage of it because you don't get these sorts of opportunities frequently in life.
We want all students to get involved and love the College of Business just as much as they do. Hopefully, the objectives we outlined, along with our social media plan, will increase involvement with organizations and resources the College of Business has to offer. Although there is so much to learn in the classroom, there is just as much to learn outside class. That knowledge, skill, and community exposure is what fully embodies the Chico State College of Business experience.